So I've been working on this theory, and I want to see what you guys think. Apologies for not posting anything the last couple days. I've been super busy ramping up for Thanksgiving and Black Friday season. That's obviously the busy season at like a cell phone store where I work. So apologies for that. More is coming soon. The way I see the world is through conscious or NPC. And the way I would like to describe that is some people I see as fully conscious, and the way some people interact and respond to certain things, they're not even responding, they're just like doing the action that they've done in the past, and that's it, that's the response. Similar to when you see like two monkeys communicating with each other, which I guess is a little bit of on the nose, or like two dogs, or a dog and a cat, like an adult dog trying to figure out what a kitten is. Those kind of videos, or like an owl that a squirrel pops out of the tree, and then the owl's like surprised and trying to figure out, like, they have this interaction to where it is an interaction, but they're trying to figure out what the other one is, or they're, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily the same interaction as like you might have with your friends or something like that. That was not a person I just ran over. I just want to make sure you guys know that was a speed bump. And the longer I'm alive, the longer I'm in sales, the longer I'm out and about in the world, the more I'm seeing these like hollow responses to me as an individual, because all I can know is my intent and the way I'm communicating with people. Everything else is a reflection of that, which I can postulate or I can assume, but I can't know what they're thinking. So obviously this is just a hypothesis, but like the amount of people that come into the store at work and say exactly the same thing, almost down to the word, or the way people respond when I'm out in the store, or some of my friends respond differently than some of my other friends. And I don't mean in like, well, yeah, my friend Tyler probably responds differently than my, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like obviously everybody has a different response, but in a different kind of way. Like there are two sides of this, and some people respond like active listening response, and some people respond just because it's the next step in like the interaction. It's really hard to describe, but let me know if you've seen this or if you've kind of experienced this too, because I don't go for the simulation theory. I don't think it's a computer simulation. I think that chemical, like biological makeup over millions of years can equal the same thing we consider a simulation, because if there's no intention behind it and it's kind of just adapting and building as it goes, yeah, I mean, that could be considered a simulation, but I don't go for the whole computer simulation thing. But what I do go for is consciousness on a spectrum. There are Eastern religions, there are a lot of religions actually, that talk about like nirvana or finding yourself or inner peace or an elevated level of consciousness. And I think that's what they're getting at, is that you can one up your consciousness, and you can be active listening, active thinking, you can activate these parts of your brain and be a more intelligent, aware, activated person. But not everybody has done that. So again, it's not that there are some people that are idiots and some people that are smart. That's not what I'm saying. But there are some people who have not done this yet, and you have to train yourself to be an actively thinking person. It doesn't come naturally. So when somebody who is an active thinking person, which is what I hope to consider myself, interacts with somebody who is not an actively thinking person, it's like a gaming PC trying to interact with like a $200 computer, if that makes sense, because I work in that and in that industry, and that makes sense to me, to where the gaming PC can hold all this stuff in its memory at once. It can have a million tabs open. It can be aware of where everything is and organized and know what's happening. The $200 computer is going to be maxed out at like 3 tabs, and then you lost it. You know what I mean? So let me know what you think about that. Let me know if you want any clarification, or if I missed anything, or if you have anything to add to that. Let me know.